Well, I'm not going to be long here. I do have just a few things to say and people to recognize. The first is my wife, Patty, who is here, we met in law school. It's been almost 40 years. That's kind of hard to believe. We're grandparents now, as of 2 weeks ago. So it's wonderful to have this opportunity. Also here are members of my firm. I'm overwhelmed that so many of you came. I'm sort of trying to take notes on who didn't come, but there are too many of you, and we have been together, a core group of us, and for so many years, over 30 years. It's hard to believe, and I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you for being here. And then just a special note of privilege. In the room with us is, I think, probably the oldest past president of the Tennessee Bar Association, who not only happens to be a wonderful friend to me and mentor to me, but was a law school classmate of my father and a friend to both my father and mother. Evans Harville, if you would stand up, I just want people to know that you are here. And having Evans here reminds me of the connections that we all have, and I feel particularly connected to this organization. And both my mother and my father were true lovers of the Tennessee Bar Association. So I'm particularly grateful to be here. One of the most important purposes of any bar association, and Jonathan has already alluded to this, is to serve as a voice for the profession. The Tennessee Bar has long served this purpose and continues to do so today. Jonathan and his immediate predecessor, Cindy Wyrick, have both shown incredible leadership and wisdom in the face of recent serious issues for the legal community. The bar has spoken out about judicial selection and responded to unfair attacks on the judiciary. This continues a long tradition of lawyers serving the profession and the public. Over a century ago, the Bar of St. Petersburg in Russia passed a resolution condemning a racist and totally unjustified criminal indictment of a Jewish man who had been accused of murdering a child. The indictment was motivated by politics and anti-Semitism. The St. Petersburg Bar had the temerity to speak out about this scandal even while Russia was under Tsarist rule. One of the lawyers for the accused man, Alexander Kerensky, would become the head of the first democratic provisional government upon the revolution in 1917. More recently, lawyers in Pakistan united to protest the removal of the Chief Justice of their Supreme Court. In the face of arrests and extreme danger, lawyers throughout the country spoke out and actually marched to preserve the rule of law. The courage of these Pakistani lawyers was noticed by the entire world. There are many other examples of lawyers acting selflessly to champion justice. The Tennessee Bar celebrates the role of lawyers and judges in these efforts. Sometimes the role is quite public, as in the cases I have just described. More often, and in fact every day, lawyers and judges help to settle disputes, to get needed child support, to close transactions smoothly, to represent indigent defendants in criminal cases, and to perform countless other tasks that mostly go unnoticed, but are crucial to the rule of law. Our profession is changing, and the TBA will, in the coming year, stay abreast of those changes. Some states are experimenting with the licensing of paralegals, and internet-based products and services challenge and compete with the traditional delivery of legal services. We will study these changes and help to focus debate on how Tennessee should respond. One thing that will not change is that the TBA will continue to serve as a clear and measured voice for the lawyers and judges in our state. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here.